Hello, I'm Brooke Vogelsang, and I am a resident at Owl Creek in third grade, and I am with Mary Ellis as my mentor teacher. The biggest thing my mentor harped on when preparing for the beginning of the school year is to make sure to take care of yourself because it's going to be a long year and making sure that you have everything in order is so important, she said. She was also very on top of everything and came to decorate and organize her room a few weeks earlier so that she didn't have to worry about that whenever it came to PD week or professional development week and the start of school as well. She also labeled and organized all her curriculum and resource books and supplies so she knew where it would be and she was prepared for when she needed them for the first day or the first few weeks. I definitely want to remember to have fun decorating my room, but more importantly, making sure I'm organized and have everything ready to go weeks before school starts. So, I'm not as stressed, and it just seems so beneficial for my mentor teacher when she did that. I also want to remember to give myself time to look at the curriculum and the HQIMs that I will be using so that I'm familiar with them before I have to jump into it and so I'm ready for it right whenever I need them. For how me and my mentor teacher prepared and set the tone for the environment of respect and rapport. We actually started the first week, each day we went through we made a social contract and we had to do how would you want students to treat, how would you want to treat each other? How would you want the teacher to treat you? How would you treat the teacher? And then there was just all of the above, a category for them to say how did these all fit together? And we created the social contract and then everyone signed it. Me and my mentor teacher and all the kids signed it and we all agreed to follow those rules and those things. And we also harped on yes, are we going to make mistakes and are we going to probably break one of these rules or break one of these things in our contract 1000%. We always have oopsies, but we're human and we're going to be okay and we're just going to do better the next time. We also talked a lot about expectations for the school and for the classroom, just to set the tone so they know what is expected of them within our classroom. And yeah, just get it ready. For establishing a culture for learning, we did a 3 and Me bag, and shared a lot about it let the students be able to show what they're interested in, what's important to them, which I thought was really, really good because it automatically they got excited because they were like, oh my gosh, I get to bring stuff that shows about me. And they also got to connect with other classmates because they all kind of like the same things. So it was really cool to see because they all would get excited if someone had something that they were into and stuff like that. And then we also shared a lot about our personal lives, me and my mentor teacher, to show that okay, we're also humans. We're not just your teachers. We're also here. We make mistakes as well. Blah, blah, whatever. And we have lives outside of school. To show they just had a really good kick out of that. And then we also talked a lot about how our room is a safe place. You come here to have fun, to learn, to be yourself, to be creative. We support you and we made that very, very important to them so that they feel comfortable in our classroom. And then managing classroom procedures. We talked again a lot about classroom expectations um keep your supplies in your desk, be organized, don't talk when the teacher's talking, just a bunch of the classroom expectations. We went through that and we all talked about it. And then we showed what to do and what not to do a lot of the times. Don't the pencil sharpener is not for them to touch, it's for the teacher to touch unless we tell them that they can go sharpen their pencil. Or at the carpet, we sit in our carpet spot and we don't talk. We sit crisscross applesauce and we pay attention. We don't lay down. We don't lay our heads down. We just showed what is expected and what's not expected so that we can prevent things from happening. But again, we did harp that okay, you're going to do things and make mistakes as we are too. So to hold each other accountable and just make everyone feel safe. So that's what we did. And then managing students' behavior. I really like this. My mentor teacher had these 5 step. It's a little poster she had on the front of the room, and it basically shows when there's an issue, if you're having a hard day, there's certain things that will happen. So I think it was verbal warning as the first one. It was a 5 step thing. Verbal warning, and then if it happens again, obviously it has to be severe, obviously, but talk with Miss Ellis and me. And then if it happens again, keeps getting bad, we have to fill out a thing sheet, which basically has them write their thoughts down. Like, what's going on? Like, why are we so upset? You know, and like just kind of letting them air out like what's going on and maybe like what the root of the behavior is. And then we also, the next one, if it keeps going, is a phone call home. And then the final one is a conference with Miss Ellis and me and the parent. So that's just like kind of like giving them like a visual to see like, okay, like this is where I'm at. Like it's not like you're gonna get in, like you're not in trouble. We're just trying to figure out like what's happening, like what's going on. Like we want you to be here and be happy and learn. So yeah. And then we also explained our reset corner, which is in the back by my desk. And it has a bunch of like little like sensory things and like headphones. So like if they need 5 minutes, what they do is they'll hold up a T for timeout, and they'll be if the teacher okays it, they'll be able to go back and kind of they set the timer. It's like a little hourglass, and it's not an hourglass, obviously. It's a 5 minute glass, but you turn it and it runs out after 5 minutes. But while they're in there, they can play with the sensory stuff, kind of calm down, relax. We actually had some students use it, and it seemed really beneficial for them whenever they were getting kind of overstimulated and a little bit aggravated at some things, like whenever they're trying to figure out like math and stuff like that. So it actually really helped. And then organizing physical space, we put all the desks in pods so that whenever they can collaborate together. We positioned students close to Miss Ellis and me if needed, like if it was in their IEP, and their 504 if that was a request, or like if they were just, we could tell some behavior issues were happening. If they weren't by us, we moved them by us. And then allowing for carpet space, like we push back the pods so like the carpet is like its own space and it's not like we're all on top of each other. The reset corner, obviously, we have that positioned to the back of the room so they have their own privacy and whatever they need to go there. And then there's a small group table with my mentor teacher's desk and my desk, which is located in the back of the room. So we can kind of see everything that's going on, and we have that little small group area. And then there's another 3 pods in front of our desk in front of me in a pod where I can have my own small group too when we get there. And then we keep all the supplies and curriculum in cabinets and closets, and it's all organized really, really nicely. She did really good at organizing. And then what else would I like to share? I'm absolutely loving it at Owl Creek, and I love my mentor teacher. She is great. She is such a great teacher to like watch and learn from, and I just can't wait to see what this year holds. So thank you so much.